class 8 in our virtual online class. So today I will be starting with the chapter the three organs of the government, and in earlier classes I have completed legislature and executive as an organ of government. Today I'll be starting with judiciary. So I know that you have heard about the word judiciary. Today we will be understanding what actually judiciary means, and what is Supreme Court, qualification, such kind of things. Okay, so moving forward, introduction. Now we have to focus upon what is judiciary. So judiciary is that organ of the government that interprets and explains the meaning of law and ensures justice to all impartially. So here it is clearly here in this point number 1, it has clearly mentioned what is judiciary. Judiciary is an organ of government that and that interprets. Who interprets? Judiciary interprets and explains the meaning of law. What judiciary does? Interprets and explains the meaning of laws and ensures justice to all impartially. So this point number 1 is divided into 3 subsections. Okay, number 1 is judiciary is that organ of the government. Okay, judiciary is that organ of the government and that interprets. Who interprets? Judiciary interprets and explains the meaning of law and ensures justice impartially. So this is in from here only, from this point number 1 only, we have developed 3 subtopics. Okay, which has clearly explained what is judiciary. If you memorize this one, your answer will be accurate. Now, point number 2, judiciary takes decision independently without any improper influences. So what do you mean by judiciary? Judiciary is in an independent body. Judiciary is an independent body that takes it does not take any influences, it does not take any things that are said by other people. Okay, it functions independently. So it ensures, number 3 is it ensures the rule of law is equal for all the citizens. So rule of law, this is a very political term and you need to be clear with the meaning of rule of law. So the rule of law means the law set by a country that is equal for all citizens irrespective of caste, color, creed, sex, religion, etc. Okay, so the rule of law has to be followed by every individual. Okay, so moving forward, let's talk about there are 3 levels of judiciary. So let's understand what are 3 levels. Number 1, Supreme Court, High Court, District Court, Subordinate Courts, and Panchayat courts. Okay, so these, there are various, not 3, there are various levels. Okay, today we will be understanding what is Supreme Court, and in subsequent days we will understand what are High Courts, District Courts, Subordinate Courts, and Panchayat Courts. So today's main agenda of understanding is what is Supreme Court. So Supreme Court of India. We are talking about Indian judiciary. So let's understand Supreme Court of India. Supreme Court is the highest court in India. Supreme Court, what is Supreme Court? Is the highest court in India. So this one, highest court in India. There is no, it is the highest, and Supreme Court without no going beyond. no going beyond Supreme Court. So it is a guardian of Constitution of India. Who is the guardian of Constitution? Supreme Court is the guardian of Constitution of India. Further, it protects our democracy. Who protects? Supreme Court. Supreme Court protects democracy and fundamental rights of the citizen. So these are the important keywords that you need to remember, and it will be beneficial for your higher studies also. So who protects Supreme Court protects democracy and fundamental rights of the citizen. It was founded, now it means Supreme Court was founded on 28 January 1950, 2 days after the Constitution came into being. 2 days after the Constitution came into being. These mean like 26th of January 1950. 26, then 26 means 27 and 28. In 28 January 1950, what formed? Supreme Court formed. Now in 26 January 1950, Constitution of India was formed. Okay, now where it is located? Supreme Court is located in New Delhi. So I guess you are clear with this certain points. Moving forward, now let's understand the composition. What are the composition that we need to understand about Supreme Court? Okay, including the CJI. What do you mean by CJI? Chief Justice of India. Chief Justice of India. Chief Justice, CJI means Chief Justice of India. Including the CJI, Chief Justice of India, there are 34 judges in the Supreme Court. How many judges are there? 34 judges in Supreme Court. The judges sit in the benches of 2 or 3 called division benches, or 5 or more called constitutional benches. Now, the judges that sits on 2 or 3 benches is called divisional benches, or in benches of 5 or more, that is called constitutional benches. When there are matters related to fundamental questions of law is to be decided. So wherever there are the more important decisions are to be taken, if the judges sit on 2 or 3 benches, it is called a division benches. If the judges sits beyond 5 or more, then it is called a constitutional benches. Okay, now the president appoints. Who appoints? President of India appoints Chief Justice in the consultation of appoints the Chief Justice, and in the consultation with Chief Justice other judges. No, the President appoints Chief Justice in the consultation. Chief Justice appoints other judges also. First, President will consult Chief Justice of India. Then with the consultation only, Chief Justice of India appoints other judges also. Okay, Supreme Court may be removed. Judges of Supreme Court may be removed from office in case of misbehavior or if proved incapable. Means that if how judges can be removed? Judges of Supreme Court can be removed from office in case of misbehavior, number 1, and if he or she is proved incapable of holding that power. So moving forward, now qualification of the judges of India. So qualification, he must be citizen of India, or he should be a judge of one high court or more for at least 5 years. Okay, or have been advocated of a high court for at least 10 years. He has been distinguished jurist in the opinion of the president. So how judges of Supreme Court can be appointed? First, he should be citizen of India. He should have been he should be a judge of one high court or more than 5 years, or he should have served the high court for 10 years, or he should be of distinguished jurist, means the one who takes the decision, judge in the eyes of president. He should be capable. Okay, so now the functions of Supreme Court. What are the functions? Let's understand what are the functions of Supreme Court. There are 2 types of function, that is judicial functions and administrative functions. Okay, we are talking about the function of Supreme Court. That is 2 types, that is judicial functions and administrative function. So one by one we will be discussing. That is, number one is judicial function. So in judicial functions we need to understand original and appellate judicial function. Number one, original, and number two is appellate. Under original, what we have to study? Supreme Court directly settles dispute between the center and state. Who? Supreme Court. We are talking about original function of Supreme Court. Okay, Supreme Court directly settles dispute between center and state and amongst two or more state. If there is a difference between one or more state, okay, if they are facing certain problems, Supreme Court directly intervenes and settles down the dispute between center and state. Okay, center government or state government. Okay, further, now Supreme Court settles dispute by correctly interpreting the powers of state and the state under constitution. So now, how this original jurisdiction can be used by Supreme Court? By settling down, like they will say that they will say like this: Supreme Court says that center have these powers. Okay, and Supreme Court again highlights state's power, and Supreme Court will say state has these kind of powers, so they will come to a conclusion and like they will settle down the dispute. Now we'll talk about appellate. What is appellate? Supreme Court is the appellate court. Appellate means to appeal. Okay, court against decision or judges passed by the High Court. So I know that you have heard about so many people appealing to Supreme Court. Okay, they will say if one decision is given by High Court, okay, now capital punishment given by High Court. Now that particular person will go to the Supreme Court and appeal him. Okay, I please like change my punishment, change. Then that particular person is doing an appeal to the Supreme Court. So Supreme Court is an appellate court, as people can appeal in Supreme Court against the decision or judgment passed by the High Court. The Supreme Court may examine the decision of High Court, and after examination change the ruling in a line with the Constitution. So it can change, okay, according to the Constitution. Supreme Court can make a change and provide certain things, certain judgment for the appeal made by that person, accused person. So now we finished the first function, okay, that is judicial functions. Now we will focus upon the administrative functions. So in administrative functions we need to understand the function as Supreme Court advisory, Supreme Court's courts of record, Supreme Court gives judicial review and guardian of the Constitution. So one by one we will discuss. Advisory. So Supreme Court advises. Who advises? Supreme Court advises President on the matters of public importance and law. So every matter is important, okay, so but the basic important matter will be regarding defense, will be regarding water facilities, transport facilities, etc. Okay, so Supreme Court advises President on the matters of public importance. The President can seek a legal opinion of a Supreme Court where the Constitution needs to be interpreted correctly or in case of public interest. So President can ask a legal opinion from Supreme Court and sees where the Constitution needs certain kind of interpretation correctly. Okay, example, I can give you an example. President may seek advice Supreme Court for being signing any bill passed by the Parliament. So to pass a bill, I have already discussed in your offline classes that bill can be moved. Okay, bill can be moved to Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, LS and RS, right? Think about that thing, or if you are very confused, you can turn back your pages where we had our offline classes. In there I have already discussed how a bill is passed. So on that notion only, President may seek advice to the Supreme Court before signing any bill passed by the Parliament. Now, court of record. Now, as a topic says, court of record. Record means to keep something that can be used afterwards also. Okay, so files case proceedings and judgment as a record for future references. So there are file cases are there, proceedings are there, and judgments are also there, and that are recorded for the future references. These are useful for lawyers in case of an appeal as precedent to be used in similar case in the future. So if any similar case arises in the future, the lawyers can read the files, read the proceedings and judgment, so they can refer the same situation in the future. So, guardian of the constitution. Number C is guardian. Supreme Court is a protector of the constitution which upholds the fundamental rights and freedoms of the citizen. So what does Supreme Court does? Supreme Court is the guardian of the constitution which upholds the fundamental rights and freedom of all citizens. It guards the fundamental rights of the citizen, and it provides freedom to the citizen. It has the power of issue writs such as habeas corpus, quo warranto, prohibition, certiorari, and mandamus. So this I will be discussing in a detail in subsequent slides. Before that, I will complete what are the administrative functions of Supreme Court. Now, writs, we have talked about writs, right? Writs, this is an extra and it very important one in judiciary. Writ is a legal document for a court telling somebody to do or not to do something. Writs is a legal document for a court telling that somebody can do or not to do the work. Okay, now let's talk about habeas corpus. Habeas corpus. So the main definition is this one. Okay, Latin, it is habeas corpus comes from a Latin word to have a body, means habeas corpus means to have a body. The writ of habeas corpus allows lawyer to ask a judge whether the detention of the client by the state is valid or not. So a person cannot be detained for a longer period of time. So this habeas corpus gives the power to the lawyers to ask the judge whether the detention of their client is by the state is valid or not. Today, in legal Latin word habeas corpus, it will be like this. Okay, if this is a judge and this is a lawyer and there is a one accused person is here. Okay, your honor, my client has been detained at the airport. I am here to ask for his body back. Okay, or lawyer to do a lawyer. Why? Because lawyer are the person who will ask to the judge that why he is detained in the airport, why my person has been detained, he has legal documents, so on and so forth. Okay, to have the body means he has to be the Constitution of India gives the person that right, that lawyers will get the power that why that particular person is detained. Okay, this is the habeas corpus. The meaning is out here. So now moving, sir, quo warranto. Okay, what do you mean by quo warranto? Quo warranto means the writ the quo warranto means by what authority, the writ of quo warranto means what, by what authority. It is a writ issued with a view to restraining a person from acting in a public office to which he or she is not entitled. It says that the person cannot be cannot act in a public offices. He should be disciplined one. If he or she acts, then what happens? Okay, then this quo warranto will apply. The writ requires the concerned person to explain to the court by what authority he or she holds the office. Okay, quo warranto, this gives the what authority. So out here this is a public office. Okay, one person is there, he is holding a public office, and with the writ of quo warranto, the judge will say that by what authority you are holding this office. If this person is found guilty, then with this quo warranto writ, a person can be asked what kind of authority you are holding, what kind of public office you are holding. Now, prohibition. Now, the prohibition as words itself says to forbid. Okay, to forbid. It is issued by the higher court to stop the lower court tribunal from exceeding its jurisdiction. Prohibition is that it is used by higher courts to the lower courts. There are so many lower courts, right? So they will say that stop now, stop doing work, stop exceeding your judgment. Okay, the writ of prohibition is not available against administrative and legislative bodies, private individuals, or organizations. This is a limitations of prohibition. Okay, so out here, this is a lower court. Okay, this is a lower court. By listening to all the facts and arguments, he says, now this is a person, writ of prohibition. Hey, lower court, we forbid you from deciding anything on the matter from higher court. They'll say, no, the case is now the case will go to the Supreme Court. Now we don't want your judgment. With this prohibition, it is filed like that. So certiorari means, this means to be certified. This means to be certified. It is issued by higher court to some inferior court or tribunal to transfer the matter to it. Now, with the writ of certiorari, it says that now you stop judging this matter. Now you have to submit that matter to Supreme Court or High Court. We will take in charge now. Now stop judging this court. They will, with this writ, it can be used. On what grounds certiorari is issued? Excess of jurisdiction or lack of jurisdiction or error of law. So if there is excess jurisdiction, or if there is no jurisdiction, or if there is a law in their decision making, then writ of certiorari can be issued. So out here, this is a lower court. Okay, now they will say, we will give you lifetime imprisonment. This lower court said to this one. Now with this writ of certiorari, this particular person will go to the High Court. Then High Court will say that, now, hey, lower court, we want this case to be transferred to us. They will say that by higher court. So certiorari gives to be certified whether to give or the punishment or not, or one person can apply to this higher court to be certified and to look the things into the matter. Now the writ of mandamus. Now the writ of mandamus means we command. So every writ has a small sweet meaning. You need to write that meaning very exactly. So writ of mandamus means it is an order from superior court to the inferior court, tribunal, or public authority. So writ of mandamus cannot be granted against private individuals or organization. So it is said that, Your Honor, police is not taking my complaint. This is an aggrieved person. Okay, then judge will say that, we order you to take this complaint. With this writ of mandamus, police authority, public authority, police will say, okay, Your Honor, now whatever you command, I shall accept, and we shall receive the public comment. We will receive the complaint from the aggrieved individual. So writ of mandamus gives we command. So now judicial review. Now we have completed the writs. We have already completed the writs. Now we will talk about the functions of Supreme Court, that is continuation of administrative functions. Okay, Supreme Court has a power to prevent a bill by the parliament or state legislature from being enacted or executed. This happens if bill or a law is found to be unconstitutional or upholding the fundamental rights of citizen. So judicial rights, if there is a if a bill is there, but that bill can prove to be non-beneficial for the state, then Supreme Court can prevent the bill to be enacted or executed. Okay, so On what grounds? If Supreme Court founds that bill is unconstitutional or it is not preserving the fundamental rights of the citizen, then the Supreme Court can use the power of judicial review. So I know that you have completed your notes, but also with this explanation, kindly add up the things that you have not. And many students have not written not written about the writs. I want you to write about meaning of writs from the slides, not from book. Okay, so add this also. Till then, stay safe and take care.